In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make $2,000 plus in 30 days or less. Now, what I really want to address is the difference between just $2,000 where you're going out and you're making sales and you have to keep doing that over and over again versus $2,000 residual income. Now, I also want to say that let's say you don't do $2,000 in your first 30 days. Let's say you do 500 or 1,000. Would that make a difference? Would that help you? Would that relieve some financial stress? Let's say you just do, 500. Would that help you with a car payment, with car insurance, with putting groceries on the table, with saving up for a trip you've been putting off because you can't afford it, paying off debt, all those things. So even if you don't make it to the 2000, but I want to say it's absolutely doable, and I've done it more than that actually in 30 days. Uh, but you do have to have some things in place in order to do it. Otherwise, it's going to be very challenging to get there. Not all online programs are created equal. Now, I want to say this as well. I created this document quite a while ago, actually. And the vehicle I'm going to be talking about today is the same exact vehicle that I was talking about then. And the reason is because they don't change their compensation plan. All they do is add more and more value. They don't change their price. They just add more value to what they already have without an extra cost. And that's like unheard of. Like, I don't know any other company really that does that, where online, offline doesn't matter. I don't know any other company that does that. Like, for example, think about a streaming service. I'm going to throw out like Disney Plus, for example. We have Disney Plus. We had it when it started. I don't remember what we were paying at the beginning, but when it began, we didn't have any commercials. There was no commercials on our subscription. And, I think it was a couple years, maybe longer. And then all of a sudden I log in and it's like, oh, there's commercials now. And now I have to pay extra to get rid of the commercials. Same goes with Prime. When we started Prime, there was no commercials, and now there are commercials. And if you want to get rid of the commercials, you have to pay extra. And that's what most companies do. They charge you more money when they add another service or feature. They charge you more, or they just charge you more and they don't even change anything. That happens all the time too. So it's very rare when you find something, a company that doesn't change their price, doesn't change what they pay you, and doesn't and just adds more and more value. Okay, so I'm going to go through this kind of fast because I do want to get to the main point of this. So a few things you want to keep in mind here, okay? If you want to get to $2,000 plus in 30 days or less, and this is proven, it's been done. You need a vehicle, simple and that is high converting. It's simple and high converting. I'm going to come back to this simple in just a few minutes. You need a vehicle that has high quality products that people want. So this vehicle for me, like I really had to stop and think about it. I use the products daily. I get value from the products daily. Like this is the only company that I actually use the products every day. Like literally every day I use the products and I get great use out of them. They're valuable to me and they're helping me transform as a person and helping me transform my income. That's huge. They're not just air. A lot of these high ticket programs that you'll find that pay 100% commissions, they just put some crappy product on the back and people join it because, let's be real, they just want to make the commission. They don't care if there's a good product or not. That's the opposite of this. Okay. You need a vehicle that can pay you enough so you can earn 2K in 30 days or less. So I already kind of talked about that. Need a vehicle that's built to last. This particular vehicle has been around for 10 years and going stronger than ever, really. Need a vehicle that pays weekly. I get paid every Thursday. It's in my bank account by Friday. And you need a vehicle that pays residual commissions and larger upfront commissions. So if you have both, you have residual, meaning you have commissions that come in month after month after month for work you did one time. And then you have the larger upfront commissions that are going to pay you right now money so you can, get ahead, get in profit, get your expenses paid. Uh, that's really the sweet spot. That's really where you want to be. That's really what you want to have in a program. And it just so happens that this program this vehicle pays the highest percentage of residual income per sale of any other company in the world. In the world. Okay. There's no other company that is crazy enough to pay this much residual income to their affiliates. Residual income. So 80% residual income is what you get. So per sale, 80%. If it's a $10 sale, you make $8. If it's a $25 sale, you get $20. If it's a $125 sale, you make $100 residual income. And that comes in month after month after month. And then we have larger upfront commissions, $400 to $800. So that helps you, get ahead, get in profit, all that stuff, while you're building up a residual income that comes in month after month. And I'm just going to tell you a really quick story about residual income. In 2024, I injured my back real badly. I literally couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't walk for months. I couldn't get on my computer. I couldn't write email. I couldn't do literally anything, anything. But I had built up some residual income with this vehicle, and it kept coming in month after month after month, even though I was flat on my back and literally couldn't do anything. And that's the power of residual income. Okay. With that said, let's go to simple. Okay. I want to talk about simple. So I heard this the other day. I don't know who actually said this the first time, but I heard this from Tony Robbins. And he said, complexity is the enemy of execution. Complexity is the enemy of execution. So I've worked with countless people over the years. I've been doing this for over 13 years now. And one of the things I've always noticed that keeps people stuck, that keeps them from going out and producing income, getting results, is it's not simple. It's complex. The setup process. Like I know people that will literally take a month, 2 months, even a year to set something up. If there's a setup process, it really stops people cold in their tracks. They're not making money. They're stuck setting up. And that's what I want to talk to you about today, okay? This vehicle I'm talking about has everything I've talked about. It's built on principle-centered leadership. They provide the most support, they provide the most value of any other company, and I could say that because I've been in a lot of different companies. They provide the most, okay? Bar none, there is no comparison. And maybe that's bias, but it's based on experience in the industry, many years experience. But maybe there is a company out there that provides more support, more value, but I haven't found it. I'm just being completely honest. I haven't found it. So, but let's talk about simple. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. So before I show you what I'm going to show you, I want to let you know that before they added this, this was already very valuable. I use it all the time. I feel really good about sharing it with people. I know it can change lives. So it's already solid as a rock. We already had that. What was missing though was when someone would come into it, there was a setup process. And as I told you, the setup process is what complicates, is what stops people in their tracks. Complexity is the enemy of execution, and that was the enemy of execution. So people would come, they'd look at this, and they would get stuck because there's a lot of training provided. There's a lot of different things they could do. Like I said, it's very useful products. But what we want to get people in action, right? We want people to be able to plug in right away with minimal or zero setup and be able to do the things that are going to produce income without them having to do all the extra stuff. So what I'm going to show you, literally you plug in from day one, there is zero setup. Okay. Everything is taken care of for you. You have quality products that are being sold, right? And all you do is share your system. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this over here and I want to show you what I'm talking. This is Home Business Academy, by the way. And right here, I want to come here to this turnkey capture page link. Now I'm going to show you where I found that. When you get started, all you got to do is click on this affiliate tab and bam, right here, it's ready to go. There's a video. And right here, try not to show you the leads, you have your turnkey system. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means, bring this over here, you get a capture page. And it's as simple as this. Copy, you have your link. Here's your link. Okay, done. Your system is done. There's nothing else to do. You're done. Okay, with the setup. There's nothing else to set up. You don't have to go buy a domain. You don't have to go set up an autoresponder. You don't have to write follow-up emails. You don't have to create a capture page. You don't have to create a sales page. You don't have to know how to close. You don't have to know anything other than bringing people to this system. And there's many, many different ways. And we teach you exactly how to do that. Okay. You don't need to know how to, I don't know, you don't need to know how to add a lead magnet, how to create a lead magnet, because that's taken care of for you. There's a book that you get when you come through this system that educates you, it educates your prospects, your leads on the power of 80% residuals and the traps that are in the industry that are preventing you from creating freedom. Okay, now, before we had this system, this was an awesome, awesome program. This was the missing piece, in my opinion. This is something I had been waiting for so long, and I'm so excited that we have it because now we have just an amazing program, an amazing vehicle with products that are useful and valuable that you can use, that anybody and everybody can use, that anybody and everybody can benefit from. And I stand on that. Uh, and no matter what you're doing, it doesn't matter what you do in life, the products here are so valuable and so useful, you can benefit from these products. I promise you. The Life Transformation app, that will change your life when you use it. It just will. It will make you more productive. It will help you focus more on gratitude. It will make you in better shape, healthier. I mean, just everything is there. Develop good habits, read faster, like literally everything that levels you up as a human being in this life is in this product. So and that's only 10 bucks. So you can get this system, get the product I'm talking about for $10, pays you $8 residual income. But there's way more than that. But let's just go through this system, okay? So here it is. Everybody gets this. It's ready to go. And you enter your details, first name, best email, and then it's going to go to this page right here, which is the sales page. We have a little less than 3 minute video on here. It says Turnkey system. The video talks about the Turnkey system. The video also talks about Sage. We close this Sage right here, who is the AI chatbot who will answer your prospects' questions or your questions, and it will take them through the process of closing the sales for you. For you. Like you don't have to. And if you have anybody on here using Sage, you're going to get an email letting you know that someone's on the page and they're having a conversation with Sage. So what this does, okay, so we have leverage here, right? This is leverage. I haven't got to everything. You have a system that's ready to go out the box. There's zero setup. You have a sales page, short little video that explains what this is, breaks it all down, right? Very easy to read. It's not cluttered. You can see the type of commissions that have been made here, been paid out. These are the commissions that have been paid out. That's live. You see the different product. I mean, everything is very simple and easy to follow. Very, very well done. Okay. And I want to let you know this too, because the founders went and learned how to program, they revamped the whole system and they update it all the time. They add new things to it all the time with zero extra cost. This system that they just created, that wasn't there before. This wasn't here before. Okay. So just imagine this. You are someone seeing this. You're going through this funnel, right? Maybe you've watched this video. Maybe you're going through it. You've gone here, you're putting in your information, you're watching the video, you're scrolling through. On the video, it talks about Sage, ask the questions. You come here, you start asking questions. Sage is going to answer any question you have. You, like, let's say this is you referring somebody, you don't have to do that because it's taken care of. All questions are handled here. And it goes into the closing question, right? To bring people naturally into and get started. So Sage will close sales for you. Let's go to the next piece, okay? So after that, an email is sent. And I'm only going to show you one email. And I want to talk to you about why these emails are different. So, for starters, these emails are different because this guy, Paul Hutchings, writes them. And he's a master copywriter. His emails are so good. They break down barriers, objections, they establish relationships. They are so good, people tend to buy from these emails. And he's the one writing the emails. And as you can see, this is not, just AI slop. This is, maybe he used AI, but he knows how to use AI in a way where it doesn't look like AI. Okay. So it tells a story. There's a book you get. So here is the book. I'm going to click on that. Everybody gets a book. Here's the lead magnet, right? And this is included. And this is going to walk your prospect through some of the mistakes that were made, tell his story. So, what we're doing, we're establishing trust, we're educating, we're entertaining, and we're giving a solution to their problem in a very natural way, right? So, they read through this, and this keeps coming. Like you keep getting these emails, they keep coming. And at the bottom here, I just want to show you, I'm just scrolling through it kind of fast. You have a button, and that button, when clicked, it goes back to the sales page. So you see the process? Customer comes through the capture page. They're in the system. Next, they see the sales page. Next, they get an email. They get a read through the email. He has PS lines, so it's like kind of like a soap opera series where it keeps going and entices the reader to want to come back the next day to get more value, to hear more of the story. This is all done for you. Now, I do want to point out a couple things, okay? So, one of the ways this system is different than other systems out there, other done for you systems, is this email series is coming from one domain, an age domain, a domain that's been warmed up. So, what's different about that is instead of having everybody having the same emails going out on different domains, which then allows the spam filters to pop up and go, oh, this is spam because everybody's sending the same message. This is on one. This is written by the founder. This is written by a top copywriter, and it's going to hit the inbox because the domain is aged. It's warmed up. It's familiar, right? So instead of like these other systems, what happens is the emails end up going to spam, and then those people coming through your system that you think the system is working for you, those emails are hitting the spam filter. They're going to the spam box. So that's not really helping you, is it? But this is not that way. Now, there are 10 emails that go out over time. And then he also said he's going to be like when we have the webinars, the presentations, the live presentations, those will be sent out as well with your link in it. So this all has your link in it, is working for you. It's called leverage, right? So this is simplifying the process, the sales process. So really the only thing you focus on here is bringing people into this system. Now, you might be wondering, well, that's great and all, uh, but what about my leads? Can I get my leads? Yes, you can. You can download them right here and copy paste them. So if you're a little more advanced and you have your own autoresponder like I do, you could bring them into your own autoresponder. You could follow up with them yourself. But you also have leverage where, Paul here is sending out those emails. So really the only thing you really have to do here is just get people in the system. Let the system do the work for you. Let the system do the work for you. That is the goal. So your only goal is go out, share the system. And we teach you how to share the system. Like, how cool is that? You can start for as little as $10, and you have a powerful system that pays 80% residual commissions, 80% one time commissions as well. And that's all you got to do. There's no setup, nothing. Now, if you want to get more advanced, there's all kinds of options to do that where you could build out your own capture pages, you could make your own sales pages, you can make your own lead magnets. It's endless. Uh, So one other thing I wanted to show before I close this out is I wanted to show you the math because that's really important to understand. So if I come here to income calculator, they have an income calculator, whatever your desired monthly goal is, you can type it right in. I'm going to put 2000 because that's what I had for this video. Hit calculate, and right away you see how many sales you would need to make $2,000 a month. Now this is if the people you bring in come in all three. Okay. Now that's what's essentially being sold when you go through the sales page is this offer, which is actually $35 to get started. And then after the trial period, it goes up, but $35. If you have 16 people with the triple residual pack, that's what we call it, you're making $128 per month on each customer, as long as they have this. Now, if they don't have this, if let's say they just do Let's Go, well, that's going to pay you $8 a month. If all you had was Let's Go, you would need 250 members, right, to make 2,000 a month. Still better than a lot of those programs out there, to be honest. Uh, then you have the funnel builder and you have the premium plan. Okay, so and these are different. This one's $25 a month. This one's 125 a month. Pays $100 commission. That one pays 20. That one pays 8. So you can see the numbers. Very simple math. Very easy to understand. You can plug in whatever it is you want to plug in there, and you'll be able to easily see what you need to do. So that's it. That's really all I wanted to talk about today. I think I covered everything. I think this is fantastic. I think it's going to help a lot of people. I believe it's going to help a lot of people actually break through and really start earning commissions that they can be proud of, that could really make a difference for them. I believe it can help you as well. There's no gimmicks here, there's no hype here. This is just facts. This is just a system that works. It's designed to work. And if it doesn't work the way we want it to, they will go in and update it, add more value to it, and continue making the tweaks necessary to make it the best ever. So just understand that you cannot go wrong with this program. I promise you, I've been with it almost 5 years and they never cease to amaze me. So if you want something simple, that's valuable and useful, that can pay you the highest residual income, the highest percentage of residual income per sale in the world, go to the link in my description. It's going to take you to this page. Okay, so you can go through the system, so you can test it out for yourself, so you can read the book, so you can understand the power of residual income, the traps that are in the industry that are preventing you from getting the freedom that you really do desire. And it's just going to walk you through everything. And you could stop and you can and just go, wow, just ask yourself the question, if if it works for you, like if you like this, if you see the value, would this work for someone else? Is this going to work for you, right? Is this something that's going to do the heavy lifting for you? Can you focus on one? Could you focus on doing one activity or two activities, income producing activities that are going to bring people to your system? Do you believe that people would like a leverage system like this where they don't have to go and put all the moving parts in and all that? Okay. And if the answer is yes, get started. You can start as low as $8. I mean, $10. I highly recommend just doing the whole thing, being positioned to earn the most money. That is the best thing to do. That is how you're going to make the most money. You're doing the same exact process, but start where you can. That's the main thing. Just get started. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.